The smartphone market is no stranger to innovation, but every now and then a device comes along that truly pushes the boundaries of what a phone can be. Enter the vivo X Fold2, a foldable phone that aims to combine the portability of a smartphone with the utility of a tablet. But does it succeed in its endeavor? Let's find out. First things first, the vivo X Fold2 is a sight to behold. The outer display, which you'll use as a traditional smartphone's resolution, is crisp and vibrant. It's when you unfold the device that the magic of a foldable happens. The inner display is a massive 8-inch AMOLED screen that is almost square in shape, providing ample real estate for multitasking and media consumption. The hinge mechanism feels very sturdy. Boom. Holy crap, I thought I was gonna break it. So yes, the transition from the closed to the open position is very smooth. Vivo has employed a multi-gear hinge design that ensures the device stays open at any angle. The phone feels premium in the hands with the combination of metal and glass. It's a bit heavier than a standard smartphone, but that's a normal price to pay for the versatility foldables offer nowadays. One area where Vivo has made an impressive effort is in minimizing the crease in the middle of the screen. Although it is still visible if you look for it, in everyday use it's barely noticeable, especially if this is your only daily driver. Move to the rear and our unit is in the red colorway. It's mostly made up of a faux leather material to contrast the glossy panel on the right side. Hard to miss is the large circular camera module that houses its 50 megapixel main sensor. We got some Zeiss branding to signify its Zeiss optics and features like its Zeiss T-lens coating. For I/O, folded on the right side is a nifty alert slider which can toggle the sound profile of the device to vibrate, followed by the volume rocker and power button. At the bottom, we have 1 out of 2 stereo speakers, a noise-canceling mic, USB Type-C port, and the dual nano SIM card tray. On top is the second half of the stereo speakers and a noise-canceling mic for speaker calls. Embedded into the screen of the outer display is the first selfie camera, and when unfolded, we can find the latter mirroring the outer selfie camera's placement. For display, the vivo X Fold2 features a 6.5-inch AMOLED outer display and an 8-inch LTPO4 foldable AMOLED inner display. Both screens are as vibrant, sharp, and color-accurate as each other, and they both feature HDR10+ and Dolby Vision support for excellent contrast and color reproduction when watching HDR content. Both displays also feature a 120Hz refresh rate for buttery smooth UI animations and games that can take advantage. The inner display maxes out at a brightness of 1800 nits, while the outer display maxes out at 1600 nits, making either of the displays viewable in virtually any lighting condition. The stereo speakers are loud and clear. The resolution is great, and yes, it's "I've got a Bluetooth speaker for a phone" levels. It's still not as loud as the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate, but this could be because the device's speakers are pointed at you. So, either way, whether you're watching a movie or playing a game, the immersive experience is unparalleled. Plus, the visual and auditory resolution and clarity you get out of the vivo X Fold2 is just superb. For biometric security, the vivo X Fold2 features not one, but 2 ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanners, the first of its kind in the foldable segment. They're very reliable and secure, and way quicker than the ones from 2019. It also features Face Unlock, but for the most part, I preferentially didn't use it. It does work accurately given you're in a well-lit enough environment when using. Under the hood, the vivo X Fold2 boasts the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 4nm chipset that features an Adreno 740 GPU, coupled with 12GB of memory and available in either 256 or 512 gigs of internal storage. And like most phones nowadays, the vivo X Fold2 can handle anything I throw at it. For those interested in benchmark scores, here they are. For battery, the X Fold2 is powered by a 5000 mAh cell, ample for a day of mixed usage even when unfolded. In PCMark's Work 3.0 battery test, our unit garnered a result of 17 hours and 20 minutes folded, and 12 hours and 19 minutes unfolded. It also features 120-watt fast charging support, which can charge up the device to full relatively quickly in under 30 minutes. The X Fold 2 also features a very nifty 50-watt wireless charging and 10 watts of reverse wireless charging. On the software side of things, the Vivo X Fold 2 runs on Origin OS 3 based on Android 13. And it's optimized for the foldable display. You can run multiple apps side by side, and the large screen makes it great for productivity apps. This device also supports an updated multi-instant view feature, which allows you to open the same app in multiple windows. This can be particularly useful for comparing documents or fact-checking. Apart from all that, it is a pretty bloated interface, and you could find yourself spending an hour or so just getting rid of what you don't need. And yes, the device features 5G connectivity if you were wondering. For cameras, the Vivo X Fold 2 packs a versatile and powerful camera system. The rear camera setup features Zeiss optics and is headlined by a 50-megapixel primary sensor, a 12-megapixel telephoto sensor that serves as the 2x optical, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. This rear camera sensor is capable of shooting up to 8K at 30 frames per second, and 4K and Full HD at 30 or 60 frames per second. It's also worth mentioning that when shooting in 8K, users will not have access to the ultra-wide or stabilization features. This is an 8K 30 frame per second video sample using the main camera sensor of the Vivo X Fold 2. I don't think I'm blocking any microphone, so the audio should be crispy. What? For selfies, both front-facing sensors are the same 16-megapixel sensor, perfect for social media use or video calls. Now this is a Full HD 30 frame per second selfie video sample using the Vivo X Fold 2. I am now walking into different lighting conditions. Ooh, it got a little grainy there. But pretty good for video calls, not gonna lie. In general, photos taken from the Vivo X Fold 2 are actually pretty vibrant and accurate enough with good dynamic range. Photos come out very sharp, especially with the beauty features turned off, but color reproduction can lean more on the saturated side. Portrait cutouts can be a little hit or miss, but all in all, very good. In conclusion, the Vivo X Fold 2 is an exceptional device that successfully bridges the gap between smartphones and tablets. Its foldable design is not just a gimmick. It's a genuinely useful feature that enhances productivity and entertainment. However, it's essential to consider the cost. The Vivo X Fold 2 is a premium device, and its price reflects that. It's not for everyone, but for those who are willing to invest in a cutting-edge piece of technology, it's one of the best foldable phones out there. In China, the 256 gig variant is available for 8,999 yuan, and 9,999 yuan for the 512 gig config, which roughly converts to 68,700 pesos and 76,000 pesos. At the end of the day, the Vivo X Fold 2 is not without its flaws. The crease in the display is still quite visible, though it's not a deal breaker, especially for early foldable adopters. The device is also quite heavy compared to a standard smartphone, which might be an issue for some users as well. The Vivo X Fold 2 represents what's possible when innovation and technology come together. It might not be for everyone, but for those who choose it, it's a window into the future of smartphones. So, what did you guys think of the Vivo X Fold 2? Let us know in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Miguel, and I'll see ya in the next one. Want to see a window to my soul?